full Asus gaming setup. Okay, with an Asus monitor, keyboard, motherboard, power supply, video card, and Razer Leviathan version 2. Also a Samsung Pro M.2's, Tforce Delta DDR5 RAMs, and the humongous Lian Li V3000 Plus case. So it's my first time doing a build on this particular case. This is a relatively big case, and this will really suit the build because the client wanted a dual layout, dual loop, one for the CPU and one for the GPU, and I would probably use two reservoirs with D5 pumps on it, putting here, and also he wanted a they say this a pink and blue color combination of the coolant because it's like a Miami Beach something. So this will really fit the build, and also I could fit 480mm radiators. Probably I would put one here on the top and then here on the lower section of the case, and then I'll also be removing all this because to make the build much cleaner, removing this and also this part, and I'm gonna put a solid acrylic here for the pass-through fittings, and also I'll be putting another thick acrylic, like for example this one. I'll just get it. This is a very thick acrylic, so yeah, maybe I'll be putting it like not this one. I'll cut a new one that goes until here, and then also on the back side of it. Okay. Now I fitted the acrylic on the back side and on the lower part. Also put on the screws. The EK blocks arrived on time, so I already installed the blocks for the GPU and the CPU. Okay, and I've also test fitted some of the parts, fans, power supply at the bottom. So looking at this, I have ample space below that I could put pass-through fittings and some tubings, so it's all good. Now I'm just gonna plan my layout. Okay, so I'll update you in a while. Here is the build now. I've already drilled holes for the pass-through fittings,
for the reservoir and for the tubes going from the pump to the CPU block and the GPU block. I've also painted the acrylic part here at the back, and then the cables on the front. I'll still be doing a proper cable management later. And I rotated the CPU block, so this inlet and outlet would be pretty much almost very close to each other. And then at long last, the 480mm radiators arrived. This is the reason why this build has been delayed, because it took so long for this to arrive. This one is gonna be installed here like this, but I would not put it now. Now I figured out the loop layout on the top, and the difficult part is, you know, connecting everything here. The only good thing is there is ample space to work with. You know, you could route the tubes with no hassle, but I'll just finish the tube layout on the top, then I'll go for the lower part. And this one, at first I did a 2 pass-through fittings here for the inlet of the 2 reservoirs, but I changed my mind. I routed it here now in the front, so you could, this is gonna be the intake port for the reservoir, all going down. Okay, the only pass-through that I left is going into the radiator and going out to the reservoir. Okay. So here is the back side of the build. Haven't yet finished the cable management, but I'll do that after I finish all the tubings here on the back side and below. So I've connected a couple of fittings here together, and like this one, but I'm still gonna do a tube coming out from the I think this is the CPU side, going to the radiator there. Okay, and then gonna go to, this is the coming from the GPU, and it's gonna go here on the top for the intake to the 480mm radiator on top, and then going back down here for the reservoir return. Okay, then I'll just finish those tubings, and then maybe also I'll make a, after I do the cable management, maybe I'm gonna do an acrylic cover here, just so you know the build's gonna look much cleaner, and then another cover here. Okay, and also I'm thinking to add more RGB fans on the back, so that this radiator for the GPU is gonna be a full push-pull configuration. Okay, so for better cooling. All right. Hi guys. First of all, I would like to thank Sir Angelo and my very generous client Thermaltake for trusting me to do this build for him and for his new house. This was my first impression was I thought this was just a simple tower case, but when I saw it in person, oh God, it's very big, and this fitted what he wanted. Like, for example, a dual loop system with different colors. So, in many years of doing this, it's the first time I'm gonna do a two-tone color coolant. It's teal one, and the other is pink. So, yeah, hopefully it turns out okay, and I hope the client would like it. And as far as the build goes, I did not include some of the modifications and the changes that I made with the build. It took me a very long time, maybe almost 3 weeks to finish this, because I had difficulties on the underside. But I was still happy because there's enough space to make adjustments. You know, space is not an issue with this case. And also made some modifications on the backside, and I'm glad how it turned out. It was better than the first attempt. That's why it's supposed to be 2 weeks is this is finished, but you know, I was not satisfied with the result of the underside and the backside of it. That's why I redone those parts. But the front tubing and the layout, I've just done it once and that's it. So yeah, okay, I'll install the tubing, and then after this, I will do a pressure test, a 24-hour leak test, and you know, fill it with coolant, and how do you say this? Test, do a benchmarks and everything, so that when the client comes, and you know, guys, this all my builds, they only see their builds for the first time on the day of the pickup. So yeah, I'll surprise him, and I hope he likes it. Okay. Ooh. The O-ring here, so I would know if this fitting goes through into the pass-through. This loop layout may look simple on the front, but it is really very difficult measuring this to align with the holes on the acrylic or on the pass-through fittings. So, this really takes a lot of time, patience, and a little bit of imagination to do. But in the end, it's gonna be worth the time and patience. So I really like how this turned out. good. Now for the best part.